A sub 40 millimeter DLC coated 200 meter diver with a threaded crown and a carbon fiber bezel insert, that's forged carbon fiber, with a modified Swiss Salida movement for well under $1,000. Stay tuned because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about the Canopy Wake 1 diver. It is 4:41 p.m. Let's get down to business. Hey, you want to support the channel? Real quick, click the link in the description below and check out the Time Teller shop where we have a bunch of watches and a bunch of really cool merch like this and this and this. And remember, don't start watch collecting. So this Canopy Wake 1 Midnight Edition, because this is black DLC coated, it's kind of an enigma. You see, it has very modern design cues with the bezel markers and then the really cool font on the dial and the indexes and it being, DLC coated with forged carbon fiber. Those aspects are very, very modern. But then there's other things that lend it to being kind of a classic diver, right? Sub 40 millimeters and no crown guards. So let's look at the specs and then we'll jump into the pros and cons. So of course the Midnight Edition is DLC coated. It's made of 316L stainless steel case and bracelet, 39 millimeter diameter, 12.8 millimeters thick. It's got a 46 millimeter lug to lug. It's got a 200 meter water resistance rating with a threaded crown. It's got a modified Swiss Salida 201 movement. Of course, that's automatic with a 28,800 VPH sweep and a 41-hour power reserve. Now, you're getting a double-domed sapphire crystal with AR coating, but the rear is also sapphire. It does have a display case back. I will show you in the macros, but of course, the case back sapphire is not double-domed because that would, I don't know, it would feel kind of weird. Or maybe not. The first review I ever made was of my Rolex bubble back, and that feels awesome on the wrist. So yeah, why not throw a bubble on the back there? Yeah, get a little bubble back. You're getting a forged carbon fiber bezel insert, and actually, it's funny, the last diver we took a look at, they did an enamel bezel, but this is actually also forged carbon fiber, apparently. That little logo there. At least that's what it says on the spec sheet. You're getting Swiss Super Luminova Lume, a 6 o'clock date window, which I like very much. And let's see, did I miss anything? Oh, the clasp. Toolless on-the-fly micro adjustments. Pretty cool, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So you're getting all of this for just under $850. The specs all around sound awesome on paper, and it looks pretty good on the wrist, but like, is it any good actually? Well, let's jump into the pros and cons. Pros. The whole design is very cohesive, okay? Sometimes when people are mixing classic designs with modern design cues, things seem kind of like afterthoughts, like there's always something that's left as an afterthought. With this, that is not the case. Very modern Canopy font, and I really, really like it, actually. The applied indexes really pop off that matte dial. The forged carbon fiber bezel insert, I'm not a fan of the meteorite dials because I just don't like the way they look, but this, for some reason, is different enough the way it catches the light that it's captivating, but it's not so weird that it, like, takes away from the watch. So I do like that. And then, everything seems very well thought out when you're looking at the dial. The 6 o'clock date window is exactly where it should be, in my opinion. It's bordered white, but the wheel is color matched to the dial, so nothing's sticking out like a sore thumb. Speaking of the bezel, very positive retention and clicks. It's not going to back out on you, and I give it my seal of approval for pizza roll timing. Gatto, throw it up. And final pro is that I love that it's 39 millimeters and it uses what is essentially a Salida SW201. It's like one of my favorite movements. So good job. But it's not perfect. Of course, no watch is perfect, so we got to jump into the cons. The lume is underwhelming, to say the least. The Super Luminova is so hit or miss, guys. And again, it's not only the lume compound, it's how the lume is applied that matters. And it's just not very vibrant, and the duration is lacking as well. That's what she said. Now, this next con is, I guess, kind of a pro also. Like, I've been wearing this for almost 3 weeks straight, And the DLC coating is definitely protecting the bracelet and the case. There's not even really any desk diver marks that I can see with the naked eye. But that being said, it is a bit of a smudge magnet. I mean, who really cares? But yeah, just thought I'd mention it on camera. The next con is something I complain about all the time. The lack of drilled lugs on this is just a missed opportunity. And now to the clasp, okay? Toolless, on-the-fly micro adjustments. Seems really cool. Like, honestly, seems great. And I've actually been using it as my, it's been really rainy and cold, so I've needed to kind of tighten it up. And then sometimes in the afternoon it gets really sunny and warm, so then your wrist expands a little bit, so I have to use that micro adjustment. Here's what I'll say. It's not smooth enough that you can do it while it's on your wrist. You got to take the watch off. Whereas, like, on the bracelet of my Seiko Tuna, granted, my Seiko Tuna is much more expensive than this watch. You can do it, like, on the fly, truly, while it's on your wrist. This is not smooth enough in actuation for you to do that. It's not terrible. It's just something that you should know if you're going to go ahead and pick one up. So all in all, the design and execution seem to be a winner for under $1,000 for sure. But again, I'm just one guy. So what do you think about this? Please leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I learn from you just as much as you learn from me. So yeah, tell me what you think. I, for one, am going to be keeping this in my daily rotation because I actually really love the way it looks. It's cool having a full black diver with DLC coating, and I think it looks awesome. So I'm a big fan, but again, what do you guys think? Leave in the comment section. All right, guys, please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Again, support the channel by checking out the Time Teller shop. There's also a Time Teller Amazon store that you can go ahead and check out, where we have a bunch of modern watches and watch toolkits. All the links in the description below. And why don't you subscribe to my other channel, T3 Time to Drive? All right, guys, I will catch you on the next one. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it.